Learning Tagalog language by Wikipedia World. As a previous video said a while ago, we're going to discuss the different types of predicates in Tagalog language. First, let's start with nominal predicates. Tagalog nominals, whether serving as predicates or occurring in other sentence positions, may be divided into two large classes. First, we have the marked. Second, we have the unmarked. When you say marked, that is a nominal whose function in a sentence is always explicitly indicated in one of the two following ways. First, we have by the form of the nominal itself. Second, by the form of a preceding marker, which is a marker is a word that indicates the grammatically function of another word or group of words. Tagalog has three types of marked nominals. First, we have the personal pronouns. Second, we have the deictic pronouns, which is sometimes called demonstrative pronouns. Also, we have the personal nouns, and in general, nouns that name specific persons. In the case of personal and deictic pronouns, the function of the pronoun in the sentence is always marked by its own form. In the case of personal nouns, the function of the noun in the sentence is always indicated by the form of a preceding marker. Tagalog has 8 personal pronouns and 4 deictic pronouns. Each of these pronouns occur in one of 3 different forms, according to its function in the sentence. The preceding statement is a slight oversimplification in the case of the second person singular pronoun and that of the composite pronoun kita. There are, of course, a great many personal nouns, but all are marked by a single set of 3 markers and one of each of 3 different kinds of a sentence functions. The following personal pronouns we have here: ako, which is I; kata, which is you and I; ikaw, you; siya, he or she. This pronoun or personal pronoun can be indicated whether the one you're talking about is a girl or boy. Kami, I and others or we. Tayo, you and I and others or we. Kayo, you and others. Sila, he and others or she and others or they. And also the following deictic pronouns we have here: ire, this; ito, also for this; iyan, that; iyon, for that also. And for the personal noun markers, we have here: siya ang Amerikano, he's the American; iyan ang bahay, that's the house; si Juan ang bunso, Juan's the youngest child. Note that in the example that marked nominal predicate is translated by a subject in English, more precise but more awkward English equivalents might be the American is he. In any case, the Tagalog sentences suggest context in which the predicates represent relatively new intonation. The second one, we have the unmarked. All nominals other than personal and deictic pronouns and personal nouns are unmarked nouns. The function in a sentence of an unmarked noun is never explicitly indicated by the form of the noun itself, and is not always explicitly indicated by a preceding marker. Unmarked nouns do occur in many constructions after function indicating markers, but unlike personal nouns, Unmarked nouns also occur in constructions without markers. And one of these constructions is the nominal predicate. An unmarked noun in predicate position usually expresses one of two kinds of general meanings. First, we have the a member of the class or the class. These two kinds of meaning may be called indefinite. Second, we have the generic. In English, these meanings are normally expressed by the choice of the article that precedes a noun or by the absence of an article before the noun. The articles a or an and some are the usual signs of the indefinite. The absence of an article is a frequent sign of generic. Note the English translations of the Tagalog unmarked noun predicates in the following example. Isda ang bacalaw. Isda ang bacalaw. The cod is a fish. Isda ang kain niya. Isda ang pagkain niya. His meal was some fish. Isda ang paborito niya. Isda ang paborito niya. His favorite is fish. So that is the first type for predicates. So we have the nominal. So the second example will be discussed by the next video. So thank you for listening, Echopedia World.